Okay, part 2 for Steff. So we had got to the second part of Celestial Circuit. If that first part didn't record, I actually can't redo it because it shifts the energy once we're done. So where we're at the moment, the phone, sorry, playing up today. So we had the Celestial Circuit being out of kilter. Okay. We're bringing in some noise energy so that we can balance ourselves to issues with noise simultaneously. So we need to get in there. So the Celestial Circuit now is forward to what it should be. So the Dantian, no? Okay, so what do we need to do with this one? No, it's not the best technique. Tuning fork combo, okay. Yeah, so the first coordinate is the triple heater meridian, which is the meridian combo between our immune system, our thyroid, and our adrenal glands. So it's triple heater, liver energy. So it's that combination. So I'll grab the tuning forks. Okay, so when that combination gets out of balance with the triple heater, which is the adrenals, thyroid, immune system, and the liver, part of your subconscious feels over-involved with too much and unsupported in the background. So then we start, the longer that goes on for, you can imagine how the medical profession's been, we can start feeling resentful and unforgiving. So the flower essence is Southern Cross. And that's sort of, when we've had things going on for so long, we start getting into that poor me mentality. So it's a sort of when that unconscious brain starts getting into victim mentality where it's like, oh my gosh, will this never end? Which I totally understand, but you can imagine from the unconscious brain perspective, it can end up creating all sorts of survival stuff in the background that we need to calm down. Because we need to get your core energy circuits going. No, I'm fine. Let's start making some energy and create some life. Okay. Okay, so victim mentality is showing up, but so is poverty consciousness. So because you haven't been able to work because you've been so unwell, the brain's starting to go, oh my gosh, am I ever going to be able to work again? And I know you are at the moment, but you're also feeling it now you're back working. So we'll sort of work on that. Now, what do we need to do? Do we need to do the meridians? Do we need to do chakras? Do we need to do layers of the aura? Okay, so we need meridians and aura. Okay. So I'm going to start at the hands here, and they'll be going up to around the ear. That's the triple heater meridian. And I'll be going from your toes to just in underneath the chest. So and that's the liver meridian. I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly, and supportively transcend my victim mentality and my poverty consciousness into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly, and supportively claim personal power and responsibility. I will continually work to create positive circumstances and an atmosphere of optimism in my life. I make the commitment to I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly, and supportively dissolve my victim mentality and my poverty consciousness into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly, and supportively claim personal power and responsibility. I will continually work to create positive circumstances and an atmosphere of optimism in my life. Okay, let's just shift the energy so that the energy centers can start resetting themselves. And again, I am 100% Stephanie. I am happy, healthy, and well. energized. I'm happy, healthy and well. I am energized. Okay, do we need another layer? Nope, that's good. Perfect. Okay, where do we need to go next? So more on the celestial circuit. We go adrenal, survival, deep survival, hidden, deep survival. Okay, so after the celestial circuit has been balanced, and part of what you can do at home with that is just taking even like 5-10 deep breaths when you wake up in the morning with your hands on your pubic bone, which is down around your base chakra, and your tongue on the roof of the mouth. And just rolling that through your body through about 5-10 breaths, that helps to reconnect that celestial circuit and bring you back into balance, so that your celestial circuit is then connecting your conscious and unconscious meridians. Okay, so now that we've done the celestial circuit, the adrenals are showing up as being better, and there's survival switching and hidden deep survival switching, but the deep survival has calmed down. So we've sort of, halfway there, with the celestial circuit, which is so powerful, which is why that breathing, can be so important to bring us back into balance. Okay, so let's go have a look at where is this pattern stored: EMC, MMC, PVSS, periventricular survival system. So that's the old sensory overload. So when you've been sick, you've been coughing, razor blade throats, headaches, all that sort of jazz, it's just sensory overload all year, and your body's just paying really particular attention to anything coming along. Okay, first area showing up is the anterior cingulate gyrus, and when you've been healthy all your life and then something like this happens, it just feels like, what the hell? What the heck is going on? So anterior cingulate gyrus is your unconscious brain picking on you for not being perfect under stress. Yeah, and then the brain just wants to run away. So you can imagine if your brain wants to run away, then you're not going to be getting really good conscious thinking going on. So there's escape, submission, freeze in the amygdala. So that's not going to make your conscious brain go, let's problem solve, let's remember, let's have a conscious thought, because conscious brain is only about 3% of the brain, subconscious brain's about 70%. So if 70% says, I'm out of here, I'm in fight, flight, freeze, your 3% doesn't have a hope. Yeah, okay. Next one showing up is the orbitofrontal cortex. This is about conflict in your brain. So should I, shouldn't I, will I, won't I, love, hate, it's that whole confusion. And obviously your life has been in a bit of turmoil because of this. So let's just get that little area up and running. Yeah, so this one's about frustration. So, okay, so is that frustration with self, frustration with life, frustration with doctors, frustration with just things generally being a bit crap? Okay, so it's with yourself and things just generally being a bit crap. Okay, so once again, I'm 100% Steff. I am happy, healthy and well. I am energized. Okay, so now there's a reticular activating circuit coming up. So your RAS lives in behind your brainstem, and it's to do with your brain looking at new stuff coming into your world and deciding whether or not it's a danger or whether or not it's good for you. If it decides it's a danger, then it's going to change the hormones you release. So your brain might actually go, no, don't release energy hormones. If I release energy hormones, I'll do too much and then I'll get sick. So I'm not going to release energy hormones. Anyway, we'll have a look. So there's a RAS circuit, which means that your nervous system's going, oh my God, what's coming? Anything new is bad. Sort of, but that's basically the gist of it. Okay, so it's switching down serotonin. So once again, using the renew on your forehead will actually help that HPA, the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. Okay, so yeah, so too high, too low. Yeah, so too low serotonin. So your brain doesn't want you to relax and chillax and be happy, because then the immune tiger will pounce, and that's creating vigilance in your nervous system, which is just draining energy from your immune system. Okay, there's another RAS circuit. Okay, so this time it's about focus. So it's kidney 1's on the bottom of the feet. So the body's overly focused on something. Yeah, because noradrenaline's being released. So your nervous system is going, no, 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 don't relax. Life is going to be stressful forever. So we need to calm down that belief of the nervous system that life is never going to improve again. I am 100% Steff. I am energized. I am happy, healthy, and well. Okay, is there more in the PVSS? Yes, there is. Okay, so this time we've got to wake up your parasympathetic nervous system. So because your sympathetic nervous system has been overloaded because of stress and inflammation, we've got to wake up your parasympathetic nervous system. So so I'm going to go through and find out which organs are being adjusted incorrectly. No, your body always does the best it can. But we're just going to go in and see which ones need a bit of challenging. So waking up. Okay, so firstly, good old lung energy. So it's this test. So just running the lung meridians. Okay, so circulation of the sex organs, it's called the pericardium meridian because there's a huge amount of circulation around those organs. Also runs from just outside that tissue down to the arm. I wonder if because the lungs have been playing up for so many months, whether these meridians are just jammed purely because the lungs have been taken over. Okay, having another look. So I'm just scanning through the body alarm points there. So basically I'm just scanning your energetic body to see which ones are unlocking. Okay, so triple heater meridian. So this one runs from the ring finger up the back of and then lands outside the ears. Was the one that showed up with the tuning forks before. And actually when you're feeling stressed, you can use the gel on the outside of your ears as well. Because there's like, I don't know, half a dozen. Oh, there's a bunch of meridian points on your ears. Okay, what's the next one? Liver. When the liver is congested because the bloodstream is too thick, so when we're not drinking enough water, when we're feeling inflamed, then our liver loses its ability to support the body in creating energy. So it's another reason why it's so important to just keep that purified water up all year long. And I know it's harder in winter, but you can always drink hot water too. Okay, I'm 100% Steff. I am energized. I am happy, healthy, and well. So adrenal, survival, deep survival, hidden deep survival, parasympathetic nerve. Okay, so that's calm or picked up, you know, your major organs of the body to balance the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, that's good. So the PVSS is showing up okay. I'm going to just go in and, because you mentioned about your memory, I'm going to go in and check some of the core pathways from left to right side of your brain. So CC trust. Okay, so trusting self, trusting life, trusting immunity. Okay, so trusting self and trusting your own immune system. Yeah. So because your immune system's been so crap, it's just popped you into a bit of a survival pattern where your immune system goes, oh my God, really not again. So it's a pain and punishment circuit that's just holding, because what it wants to do is make life easy for you. So it's easier just to keep a survival pattern running than it is to release it and then create another one and then release it and then create another one. So when the nervous system thinks that things are going to be crap forever, it just creates these little patterns that it can just reuse at the drop of a hat. Yay! Okay, so trust in self, trust in immune system. That's better. Sissy, trust, AC, despondency. Right. So your anterior commissure is the little nerve pathways that come to the frontal cortex where we do our thinking. So, so the anterior commissure in relation to feeling sad, bummed, depressed, just not your normal, vital, vibrant self. Yeah. So there's fear, threat, danger. So sometimes when things have just been going on and on and on, you know, the whole nervous system goes, oh yeah. And once again, it's sort of like the nervous system is depressed. It's not that you consciously are depressed, the nervous system is depressed. Okay. Sadness, despondency, depression, anterior cortex. CC, trust, AC, despondency. Beautiful. Okay. Amygdala, hippocampus, hippocampus A, hippocampus B. Right, so hippocampus B is about short-term memory and long-term memory, so we'll just go and have a squiz. Right, so the little spots in underneath here in this one are stomach 1, and stomach 1 is to do with why, when your memory isn't working very well, this is your memory center saying, why would I bother remembering when I'm not getting anything out of it? So it's like your nervous system is just so overloaded. It goes, meh, I'm not going to bother remembering that. So it's just a real challenge. And I was thinking with your balance, one of the things that you can do is rubbing your feet, you know, from your, like if this was your foot, so your toes, and you want to go out from the center of your foot, from the arch of your foot towards the outside of your feet. If you rub them, there's a whole bunch of receptor points on the bottom of your feet. You can even use the gel to wake it up, and also rubbing and pulling on each toe individually, because your toes on your feet are relating to your neck and head. So by waking all of those up, you're increasing blood supply from that reflexology perspective to your neck and skull. Okay, reticular activating system, right. So even though we're up in here, for some reason your memory center, so the hippocampus, in relation to why would I bother, so what am I getting out of it? It's the pleasure reward centers being switched off in relation to memory. That's now blown your reticular activating circuit again. Yeah, right. So that process of why would I bother remembering is also lowering your serotonin. Serotonin is calming, so that actually allows the frontal cortex up and running. And that's really, it's around your sacral chakra. So caring energy, feminine energy, sexual energy. From the female perspective, it's the seat of creativity. So sometimes our creativity disappears when we haven't been feeling well for a while. Okay, so back to the hippocampus. Okay, so there's still another circuit in there. Okay, so this one is stomach 2, messing with short-term memory going to long-term memory. So stomach 2 is because of old pain and punishment. No, stomach 2 is about old pain and punishment circuits. So basically when your nervous system is going, man, I've done it wrong again, you know, why did I do it? So the nervous system's picking on itself. Anyway, we've got to tell the brain, calm down, you know, all's good, all's good. I am 100% Steff. I am energized. I am happy, healthy, and well. Okay, so back to the hippocampus. Okay, A, B, C, D. Okay, so B is clear now. Now hippocampus D is showing up, and D is to do with lack of motivation due to internal negativity. Yeah. So, and negativity isn't necessary. It's not like being a pessimist. It's just because when things aren't great, the nervous system loses enthusiasm. So this is a lack of motivation due to the stuff just not being optimal in your world, and it's making your brain want to run away. Escape, submission, freeze. There's also an auditory integration point that isn't optimal at the moment, which means that it's hard for your brain to remember stuff that you've heard. So then when someone asks you about it, it's hard to recall. And part of that's because we have an internal dialogue going on all the time. So sometimes that'll be louder than what you're hearing and need to remember. Sometimes it can just be because the whole nervous system is going, nah, no more, no more, no more. Actually, and because of that, let me just irritate the auditory nervous system. Yeah, so that one's fear, threat, danger. So that could be like fear of what you're being told, fear that it's not going to get better, fear that, you know, this is your life. But we know that everything can improve. Everything has the ability to heal. Okay, so once again, adrenal, survival, deep survival, hidden deep survival, celestial circuit, anything conscious, subconscious, unconscious. Is there anything else we need to do to close up this circuit for Steff? Beautiful. Okay, so we'll just stack that in. This is a new program for this body now and in the future. The old program for this body is no longer necessary now or in the future. Awesome. Okay, I'll upload this for you, Steff, and I'll send out your supplements tonight. Okay, take care.